All right. Can everybody hear us? I'm going to move the mic slightly closer to us because it's always sitting on a stupid table that I have to move around like crazy. I'm really sorry about that.
Someday we'll get a boom mic, but I don't know who will hold it. Yeah, I needed time to type it.
Yeah, well... type the thing about your reverse blade greatsword or whatever.
Genuinely, I didn't notice.
Well, I'm sorry I brought attention to it and embarrassed you, I guess.
I guess. You gonna make me redo the art?
No, I like it.
Alright. Well, if you like it, then why don't you just assume it's correct?
Can you guys hear us, by the way? Like, just to make sure?
Maybe your character's about to do a cool thing where they spin the sword before they slice.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's
well, now you have to learn to do that to make it justified.
Also, hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
So I was playing Monster Hunter on my own like 20 minutes ago, and then Josh comes over and I'm like, hey, look how much money I have, and I've got like 80,000 zenny. And he's like, I need money. Let's get money.
Yeah, so we're gonna do it's probably gonna be a stream that's the same size as it always is, or shorter, I don't know. And it's just gonna be Megan teaching me how to get money, and then we're just gonna do money.
It's gonna be a real low-key one.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be like super low effort or nothing. It's still gonna be a Monster Hunter stream. It's just...
Yeah.
It's for money's sake.
I might just start talking about dumb shit. Not that I have ever done that.
You can hear us and you can see the stream, right? That's also not a problem, like, just to make absolutely sure.
Okay, partner.
Because people said they can hear us, but it's like, I just want to make sure you can see the game, too.
Well, it's showing over on
I
thing
know.
there. On your OBS stuff.
Yeah.
Cool, we're visible.
Okay, we're not invisible anymore. Okay, where am I going?
Well, am I playing or are you playing?
Well, why don't you tell me what I'm doing to make money, because I have no idea.
Okay, go to the provisions manager.
Is that the 3 people down here?
Yeah.
Okay.
The black lady with the super complicated hair that looks pretty good.
Yeah. So the enormous beast came here to die. That can't be true.
Sure.
Okay, tell me about what you found. Jeez.
Managed investigations.
Okay.
And you can just pick them. Okay. So it's basically just these are generic quests.
Okay.
Notice the reward money is always like 3,000.
Okay.
You can have 50 of them at a time registered. I think the others stay here though.
Yeah.
And
I just hit the cap
where it
there.
says left, that's a really weird way for them to phrase it. Left 5, left 8. You can do that 5 or 3 or whatever many times before it's off of your investigation thing.
Okay.
So it's basically an excuse to go out and do like one thing you were going to do anyways without it being an expedition, so you get rewards and you get money for it. And some of them it's a lot of money.
Okay.
I'm noticing you had one there that said Great Gyros, etc., and it said 9,000 zenny.
This one here? Or
no, higher.
One
yep.
more. This one
so
here?
So it's Great Gyros, and it looks like a Radabon in the icons
there. Yeah, but
there.
I don't want to do both of those at the same time right
but
now.
if you did, you'd get 9,000 zenny.
Yeah.
But you can also slay Hornitars. You've probably got a bunch of, like, kill 20 Vespoids.
So how do I do these? Do I just go in and
go
fight
to the quest
these monsters?
boards?
Or... Oh, it's on the quest board?
Yeah, it's just a quest.
Oh,
You've added it to the quest board.
Alright, I guess
it's
fine.
honestly simple. But you can, it's so that you're not repeating storyline quests, and sometimes they mix it up a little bit.
Okay, it's weird because this isn't how Monster Hunter usually works. This is kind of a different system.
Yeah, I was confused by it at first too. I was thinking it was going to be like, oh, you go out on the expeditions and you fill these like bounties. It's like, nah, you just
right. So it's investigations then. Okay.
So I don't know, just pick something.
Yeah, I'll do one of the easier Hornitor ones just to get a feel for what's going on here, I guess.
Yeah.
Also,
the rewards seem to have a bronze, silver, and gold thing going on there.
Okay.
But it's not going to matter if you want to just
unusual.
Kill 20 bugs or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
So how many Hornitors is this?
Slay 10. It says right there, slaying quest, 10 Hornitors.
I couldn't find it. Okay, so this screen here is kind of messing me up like nonstop.
Yeah, it's slightly different from older Monster Hunters.
Super different from most of the older Monster Hunters. And the issue that I have, especially with it, is that I couldn't figure out for the longest time where flavor text was, because not every mission apparently has flavor text, and I got really depressed about that because I was like, oh, but I love flavor text.
I think most of these are the biologist just wants you to get some corpses for him, and also to keep the live animals from eating us.
I guess, yeah.
That one looks like the one to go with, because you can see the Hornetars on the map there. That camp is just right next to two chambers full of them. Okay. Yeah. So post quest, just like any other quest.
Have you figured out how to use vouchers during missions, by the way? Because I have no idea.
Yeah. You would have pressed, I think it's Y
on
that
like,
screen there.
Do they do anything good?
They just get you more rewards.
Oh, that's okay. That's a little weird, but
I usually save them for big missions that are gonna have big rewards anyway.
That's so also not a system that's carried over from anything. I've never seen that before in my life.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it either.
It's so weird. Okay, though. Let me get this slinger ammo.
But yeah, I've got like 80,000 zenny because I would just go hunt Great Jagras and then go hunt Great Jagras and go hunt Great Jagras and then kill other things when I was out there. I would just treat it like, ew, rain here sounds gross.
Yeah, right?
But like I treated them
great.
I treated them like expeditions, more or less, where I just did whatever and then did the easy thing to end the mission.
Yeah. I have heard that there is sometimes an incredibly rare pet that you can find in this area.
Cool. I've found several like rare shiny recolor pets.
I'm not seeing what I thought was here though, so I guess I am not gonna find it.
I don't know.
There's supposed to be a Poogie around, or not a Poogie,
that would have been
a
amazing.
Mosswine. Sorry, there's supposed to be a Mosswine in this general area.
We encountered a Mosswine here once, but I don't know where specifically.
Apparently, when you encounter the Mosswine, there's a percentage chance that there's a bird just living on its back here.
That's cute.
And if you get the bird off of its back using like the capture net, it's like an incredibly rare thing.
Catch that cricket.
Where's the cricket?
Right there. Those red things.
Oh, okay.
They're an easy one to get.
I got a cricket.
Topper. Previously docile herbivorous insect underwent phase variation to become a vicious carrion eater. Okay, so they're just adapted to down here.
I guess. That's cool.
Yeah, cool.
I like that. Okay, so now I'm after Hornetars.
Yeah.
I've taken a wrong turn already.
Yeah, when you went down, you changed the level of the map or something. I can't see them.
I totally did.
Yeah.
More crickets, but I'm not as interested anymore.
Yeah.
You've seen one cricket, you've seen every cricket in the live.
No, because there's like 2 or 3 kinds.
Yeah, well.
And someone new in the chat, is this the Monster Hunger game where you have an adorable cat sidekick? Yes, you eat a lot, you have cats, there are monsters, they also eat a lot.
Monster Hunger.
This person says they censor movies for airlines to cut out the boobs and plane crashes. Is that always how that works?
I don't know.
Didn't you tell me that on the plane over to come see me in Hawaii, they were playing Madagascar 2 and it starts with a plane crash?
Yeah, Madagascar 2 starts with a plane crash.
I mean, it's cartoony, so maybe it doesn't matter in that one. It's a joke, more or less.
Yeah,
it's a
I thought it was in
leaders.
Really bad taste that was happening.
Yeah, because you're a nervous flyer.
Oh yeah,
so
no,
maybe
I don't
they
like airplanes
do
at
need
all.
to. They do need to censor them just in case. They could just not show those though.
Yeah, you'd think that they'd just have a rule about if there's a plane crash, maybe don't put it in.
Yeah, just pick a different movie.
No, that doesn't look like the party I want to join.
There might be Hornetars there, but there's too much else.
There wasn't, as far as I could tell. I mean, if they were there, they were hidden pretty good. I know for a fact that there's Hornetors going this way and then to the side.
Yeah, there's some.
This is the same area I was in. They must have just respawned.
Oh yeah, they're bugs. They're gonna respawn pretty quick.
Oh, what up, Rodabon?
You gonna fight him?
Hell no.
Alright, well you only need one more Hornetar.
He's not
there it
hurting
is.
me.
So the thing is, you have choices. You can return to camp. It turns it into an expedition. You can go back out or talk to the handler to get another quest. You can click the right stick to return to HQ or to the gathering hub if you were doing it online.
Yeah.
I usually just return to camp if I want to be in this area, and then maybe I go out and just hunt things. Maybe I get another quest.
Yeah. I don't really have any reason to continue to be here, so I'm just going to go back to HQ. But I'll admit I'm bullying this Rotten Vale a little bit.
Yeah, well, you were minding your own business and then he showed up.
Yeah, look at him. I hit him with poop. He didn't want to be here anymore. He's like, nah, I'm done.
You think,
Fuck
though,
it, you hit me with poop, dude. I ain't doing this.
We had this discussion once before, though. I feel like when you live in a world of rotting corpses, poop shouldn't be that much to
you'd think it wouldn't be too
faze
much
you.
of an issue. Yeah.
If anything, like, honestly, I just think dead stuff is grosser. And it's like, yes, we do eat dead things. Like, I am not against eating meat, but it's different when it's like this. This is gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
this
did
whole horrible valley of death.
Yeah, you did an incredibly easy, quick mission and got 4,000 Zenny.
Okay, that's fair.
Go buy yourself some pretty swords.
Okay, partner.
Alrighty. I actually don't know if I have what it takes to make pretty swords. I don't remember.
Well, the blacksmith makes it for you. You don't have to know
well,
how.
you know what I mean.
Yeah. I don't know. I think there
I mean,
were a few things
I don't remember
that
if I had a sword that I was working towards, or I know I had some armor I was working towards.
Well, if you need materials, some of the investigations are for hunting the things that you would need the materials from.
Potentially. This
And
is
then
true,
you would
yeah.
also get a good chunk of money.
Fair enough. Let's see. I don't think I've... Oh, I do have enough for this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. I picked up a lot of Monster Bone Plus somehow.
I guess.
That's really weird, but okay. Yeah, sure.
You're waiting to turn that into something cool once you get further down the line.
No,
aren't
this
ya?
is the bone tree.
Yeah, but
No,
are
no,
you waiting
okay.
for it to...
So I think I've explained this before, but with Greatsword you have the ore tree, the bone tree, and then eventually you'll get like the
Yes,
dragon
I
tree.
know. I've played the
This,
game
okay,
here.
okay. What I'm trying to say is this is bone, 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 bone,
And
bone.
this...
It just keeps turning into shitty bones.
And the branches are coming off of different stages of shitty bone, and when you fight more monsters, the underdevelopment is gonna expand.
Yes, but there might be more, but I'm just taking it down the straight branch. I
So
don't know
you
what it's going to turn
intend
into.
You intend to go down the straight branch.
Unless something varies into something really, really good. Yeah, I don't have any reason to go down the other
Alright, you don't need to explain it to me.
I'm just saying. It's fine.
Alright.
Let's see. For this one, let me think.
You could do it.
I could do the problem is that it's paralysis, and on greatswords, status ailments are kind of like, I don't like them, because you don't hit fast enough to really ever activate a status ailment.
Yeah,
though there is a
maybe.
fire sword down here for some weird reason. Let's see, the Jagras Blade coming off of Jagras Blade 1 kind of makes sense, but it doesn't look like this one branches ever, so it probably continues to be Jagras.
Again, we haven't seen every monster in the game yet, so
This
there's
only
a
goes
chance.
forward, but I don't have the Mocholite enough for it right exactly
Oh, that's
now.
so easy. You were missing
I know,
one.
I know. There's other things I could do with Monster Bone Plus that would be more fun anyway, though. Let's see, this is La Giana, which means that it's going to do ice damage versus thunder damage on this sword. This is a good branch. I am actually surprised that this branch exists.
I wish it wasn't just the metal was slightly different tint.
Yeah, that would also be nice.
A little something on the hilt. Just a little something.
Okay, so I guess I'll just look at armor real quick to make sure that there's nothing that I was just money shy for. I mean, I'm missing the everything from this, but I can make some of it, I guess. Okay, yeah, I sunk below 3,000. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I was really confused for a second.
Go
no, I
kill
get it. Okay.
20 more bug asses or whatever we
guess,
decide to do.
Yeah. I'd really like to get this armor, but it's probably not going to happen right away. It's probably going to take me a while.
Yeah.
This armor's okay, but I was really looking forward to Gyro's armor,
Well,
too.
you had Gyros-related investigations you can go out on.
I did, but it takes great Gyros for most of this. Like, everything that I'm missing is great Gyros.
Yeah, you
And it's
can
like, I
just
could do
fight
that,
one.
but they're so strong comparatively.
Well, then fight some lower things until you feel confident, although you've upgraded your bone blade.
I mean, this is true. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good, right? Like,
This game looks good in general.
Dova's in chat. Dova was one of the people who was helping me. Well, he was giving me ideas when we were talking about things like how the game for the stream wasn't looking very good.
Oh.
And then I started playing around, and I wound up setting it up the way that it is currently, where, I don't know if I've explained this yet on stream, but our CPU was kind of bottlenecking it. Because the CPU that we have on our PC is, like, it's okay, but it's not great for streaming and playing complex games. So I kind of shifted more of the what's the word?
The workload?
Yeah, the workload onto the GPU instead of the CPU, like onto the graphics card, and it turns out it works totally fine because our graphics card, we run it on like a 1060, and Monster Hunter is more CPU intensive than it is GPU, so it's like,
Alright.
it worked out pretty good. I think it looks nice. That's all I'm trying to say.
I mean, I haven't seen the recorded footage since you've done it, but this game looks great.
Okay, now I'm getting back into, like, easier missions. Yeah, maybe I will do one of the Great Gyros ones.
Yeah. Yeah, but remember that if it says etc., they want some other shit, too.
Yeah.
Also, I've noticed that failure conditions will vary sometimes. It could be fate one time sometimes.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Let's see. Fate 3 times.
And then it does do something to the gathering points, but it's like, I don't think you care about that right now. Sometimes
probably
it's useful.
not, yeah.
If you specifically are like, I need sleep herbs and Jagras butts, then you can go out and have a thing that's like an upsurge and gathering points and also capture a Jagras.
I think I'm going to take care of a couple of these Hermitor ones so that I can get more money, but then I'm going to go ahead and do the Great Jagras one, because I feel like it's a little more boring to just sit around hunting Hermitors than it probably should
Great
be.
Jagras? Or Great Gyros?
Just the Hermitors.
Yeah, no, you said Jagras was...
Oh, sorry,
you mean
Gyros.
Okay, because you can do Jagras
Sorry, my
ones.
bad.
I did a shitload of them because I don't care.
You know what I mean.
No one was watching me.
Yeah, I know. But you know what I mean, yeah. And Gyros is, he's way harder to go through. Oh, that's not a Hermitor, that's a bird. That is, though.
Yeah, well...
It's hard to tell.
They're the same color and size, generally.
They're roughly the same size, they're roughly the same color, so you see these bugs walking around, and it's like, you see them, and you see them compared to the birds, and it's like, it's really obvious which one is which, but then if you see them from a distance, it's like, I could make that mistake.
Yeah.
There's no pig in there.
Well, sometimes.
Yeah, I think it might be specific missions that he shows up for, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah, so maybe not this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because the investigations are kind of just generic generated ones.
Yeah.
You probably noticed that, like, you'll be... Excuse me.
Oh, God.
You'll be just wandering around.
I jumped into an area I didn't want to be in.
You'll just be wandering around, like, sniffing footprints or whatever, and it'll say investigation added. It's like they just keep adding them. I think they're just procedurally generated or something.
Hey, it's Rodabon.
Hey.
He came back.
You gonna poop on him again?
I might shoot a scatter nut at him instead. See if it makes him scatter. Run. Leave me alone.
I don't think it's enough.
Isn't this something you hate? Don't
You notice
hate it when
how
I
all
do
of
this?
his teeth are flat? He's got herbivore teeth.
Yeah.
How much plant life is down here for him to live off of? He's very large.
He doesn't have herbivore teeth. He has grinders, which are associated with herbivores, but aren't necessarily teeth intended specifically for eating herbivorous plant matter. By which I mean, he could have grinders because he's eating bone.
It's possible.
Considering he's rolling around in it too, it kind of makes sense that he'd have like a, I don't know, like a dual food source going on or something.
Maybe,
like that.
like he eats the marrow out of him.
Well, that is part of it, usually, when you get things that eat bones, but more so, I think they do it for calcium and other forms of nutrients.
Okay.
It's not so much about eating marrow. I guess you can make that argument.
That's what dogs do.
That's not
Also,
really what dogs do.
Whatever. Also, they look very much like human teeth. Like, the inside of his mouth looks really weirdly like a person's mouth, which is great because the outside of him just looks like he's made of fangs. It's an interesting contrast.
Yeah. Well, he also kind of has this, I think Uragon has the same thing going on. But I can't quite remember. Uragon has, like, rocks all over his body.
Is this supposed to be vines?
Yeah, he hit a tree and it had vines all over it.
A tree?
Yeah, there was... it looked like a giant mushroom. It was sitting right here. It's gone now.
I glance at the chat and I look up and he's covered in Rotten Vale tendrils.
Yeah, it looked like he was covered in goo or something.
It looked like he was covered in, like, sinew.
Yeah, it wasn't so good. I know. Don't worry about it. I saw it too. It's
The
okay.
level of detail they put into all of these chunks being just barely recognizable is impressive, actually.
For his body or for everything?
Everything.
Oh yeah, like the whole environment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
agree.
the crap in the floor isn't just a mushy texture. It's like you can see individual bones and kind of tell what things are. Like,
To some extent, anyway. Yeah.
you want to put on very thick gloves and just sort of run your fingers through it and see what treasures come out, and then vomit because it smells
Because
bad.
it probably is absolutely disgusting. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine as much.
How much of this do you think was like just purely planned for the ecological aspect, and how much of this is they saw Dark Souls and thought we can do zombies forever?
I'm gonna guess this was probably that they saw the potential to do this. So James Mason was talking about something a little bit ago, and I think I remembered what she was talking about. Here's the thing, right? James Mason was talking about, isn't there a monster in one of the earlier Monster Hunter games that is basically a mouth with bloody parts on top? Like just a massive body with a mouth down at the very bottom. And I realized, I think she was talking about, there's an Elder Dragon in Generations that is basically like a mouth with a bunch of bones on top, who you fight in an arena that looks almost exactly like the Rotten Vale. And the idea is that it's a graveyard for monsters, and there's an Elder Dragon just living in there who's covered in sticky shit, who is basically like a giant, horrible... you find out if you break all of the parts of its body that it's a squid underneath it.
Oh.
Like, it's actually just a squid living in the ground, so it looks like a giant mouth with like multiple body parts and all this other shit going on, and it turns out no, it's a squid that's like half buried in the boneyard, and it's like, oh, that's really interesting.
Huh.
But what I was trying to say was that there's a precedence for an ecology like this within Monster Hunter. I don't think that means that we're eventually going to get the squid in this game or anything like that, but...
I mean, we don't know, we don't.
There's a precedence for the ecology, and they probably liked the idea in Generations and wanted to do it again, or something like that. And it's like, that's really cool. I'd really enjoy that, to be honest. If they wanted to bring that back, I wouldn't even bat an eyelash. I'd let them fucking do it. Because I liked that squid fight. That shit was fun. It would pull parts of monsters out of the ground, like out of the boneyard.
Ooh.
So you'd get
Like
things
recognizable
like...
parts?
Yeah. So you get things like, it would pull the skull of a Brachydios out of the ground. And Brachydios is this big monster who's covered in explosion goo. And it would start swinging the head around until goo started leaking out, and then it would do the signature like headbutt for the Brachydios on the ground, and it would fire out the explosion goo, and it was like you were fighting a mini Brachydios in the middle of the fucking like match with an Elder Dragon, and it was super good. Like, I was massively impressed. It was a really neat fight. I liked it.
You know, technically we can record from... Oh, hi.
What up, Grimalkins?
I feel bad for them for having to live down here. But we can record 3DS stuff now. If
Well,
you
I don't know if I ever
wanted to
really
show
want to
that
record
off.
that. And On top of that, in all fairness, the new one is coming out at the end of this month. We might just do streams of that.
By new, you mean technically slightly older than this one, but was not ported and then was like added to the Switch.
I mean, yeah, if you want to be technical about it.
Yeah, like it wasn't translated to English when it was the 3DS game, and then it was...
Yeah, the 3DS game never actually made it to the US. We're talking about Double Cross, which is Generations U, which is on the Switch, which is it's a more sort of traditional Monster Hunter in comparison to this one, which is... World is a very non-traditional Monster Hunter, to be honest. Not just because it's an open world game.
It's mostly pretty smooth.
For a lot of different reasons. I kind of dread having to go from one to the other, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, like the way they structure a lot of things is different, but the way it plays still feels pretty good.
Yeah, well, I'm not denying that. I'm not saying that I don't like playing World. I do like playing World.
Oh, yeah,
I've been streaming it for
now.
like 8 days.
Yeah, you need to let our people rest.
Well, I'm sorry. If people actually don't like that we're streaming it as much as we are, I will hold back a little bit.
Nah,
It's just...
I don't think that's... I mean,
we've got chat
us.
right here. People
Yeah.
can tell us. But it's like, I know I've probably been streaming this a bit too much. So if you feel like
hey,
that...
look down there. I just want to see what's happening.
Just let me know. Yeah, they're hating each other.
Why?
I don't know.
They just hang out in the same areas. What the?
I hit a flash bug.
Oh, okay. Just to bother them.
Yeah, just to bother them.
I find it weird that the Gyros and those flying guys...
Who exist in the same exact place, take up the exact same, like, ecological system, amongst other things. They hate each other
they
anyway.
just bicker, even though they're both right here all the time.
Yeah, you'd think that they wouldn't fight each other so much. You'd think that they'd have some kind of, like, quasi... I don't know, like a symbiosis going on or something like that. But no, they just hate each other.
Yeah, we do have a response. Every day is a bit much.
Yeah, sorry.
You know, you can change your rule about always being in stream if you're playing.
I don't want to, though. I like the idea of streaming pretty much everything that I do in this game. It feels better to me. I don't know.
You do it how you want. Like, feedback is going to be definitely appreciated, though, so we can figure out...
I'd like to keep getting feedback. So if you guys really don't like it, I mean, just let me know.
Yeah, we're probably going to start recording on something else that's not going to be a stream. Probably tomorrow.
Soonish. Yeah.
Tomorrow or the day after.
You don't have to spoil it and tell people what it is.
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay, I'm just saying.
But, like,
we'll
we're
start doing
something.
normal recordings again, because for the most part, we've not really been doing normal recordings as of the last week.
Yeah, it's going to go back to a more normal schedule for our stuff, where it's like we're going to be alternating between this and another game, and the other game won't be streamed. So then, and like, you probably have weeks of footage of this, because you split them up into, what, 20, 30 minute
Kind of. No. They're 2 hours apiece, but I still have weeks of footage. Yeah, it's a little, maybe a little ridiculous. I don't know.
Yeah, we got a question. Does Generations have a tutorial that you have to complete before you can do multiplayer?
We haven't played... based on the original Generations, which I have played, I think you can skip the tutorial if you want to, and you can just jump right into multiplayer, but I'm not 100% sure, so you shouldn't quote me on that.
Yeah, it was a while
ago.
At
the very least, I know that if it does, it's a really small tutorial. Like, unbelievably small, if that's the case.
And the one on Switch, we don't know, but
yeah,
it's probably similar.
That's what I mean. Like, Generations was pretty good about the whole... Because it's a traditional Monster Hunter game.
You gonna wear that?
No, not immediately.
Can
Because
you
it's a
preview
traditional...
it on yourself right now? Just...
Sure.
Just
it looks terrible with everything else, yeah.
I just thought it would be interesting to see.
I mean, it's fine, I understand. Hold on, I want to figure out what the most expensive piece of this actually is. It's probably not going to be that. It's probably going to be the one that takes Dragonite Ore. I'm going to take a wild guess and say. Out of the 3 of these parts, because the other 2 take Hermitor, so... I'll do this one, and then I'll, for the next 2 pieces that I can make, well, 3 pieces total, these are going to take Hermitor, which I've got a ton of already, and then just more Odegaron stuff, so this is going to be a big pain in my butt, but I'll do it eventually. I'm not doing it right now, but I'll do it eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
like, you're spending money the moment you get it.
I know.
Which is fine.
Well, it's to get cool stuff, so I feel like it's worth it.
You gonna do quests?
Yeah, I'm gonna do an actual fight now.
Okay. You're equipped how you want to be?
I mean, for the most part, yeah.
You do have optionals, by the way.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I thought you meant you were going to do, like, a story quest.
I could look at optionals, I guess. The story quests we have are hunting a Rathalos and hunting a Diablos, though.
Yeah,
so
are
it's
you
like,
doing either
I
of
don't know
those?
if I want to do those right now, to be honest.
Okay, yeah. There's an Arena Legiana.
I can get 2 lumps of meat, apparently. That's not too bad, actually. I might do that one really fast for the sake of my chef. I'll just do this really quick one.
I don't know where meat lumps come from.
Where meat lumps are going to come from, though.
Yeah, so this is a bit of a quest. This is just going to be exploration, really.
A little bit, yeah. I'm going to guess that they're probably coming out of gathering points, which sounds disgusting, but it makes sense because that's usually the picture that they use for stuff that you pick up out of gathering points.
Oh, no.
What is it?
It's a wyvern egg, but it's a lump.
Transport customer carry items that won't fit in your item pouch, like monster eggs, back to camp.
Oh, no. Okay, I tried one of these earlier
Drop
today in the wastes and found the hard way that the 2 bases you start with in the wastes are either up some vines or past a crawl space. So you couldn't do this with a monster egg.
Well, I have 2 of these, 2 camps.
Yeah.
So I'll check the other camp and see, but I am noticing that the only way in and out of that part of it anyway is to climb up a bunch of vines.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I just was missing something.
So I'll check the other one and we'll see if this one has some amount of movement. If it doesn't, I can just leave. It's not that big an issue.
Yeah. It's so gross to think that it's something you have to lift and to have.
Okay, this one I've got to carry up fines, so that's not going to work again.
By the way, I also found out, because I kept having to consult the map to try and figure out how to get up things, that if you open the map, you put down your egg and then look at the map and then pick it back up again. But if you try to put it down for any other reason, like, it just disappears.
Not that surprising. Okay, this one is a drop, so that actually might be okay. Right? Because you can drop with the eggs and they don't break?
Yeah. I mean, there's no fall damage on yourself or on eggs or meat lumps.
Then maybe I can make this... Oh, God. Okay, that's a drop again. Is it not going to work?
At least we can figure out where they are, if you want.
I mean, if they're up there, like, there... then I might be able to drop a couple times to get to where they are. But there's a very good chance I don't have the right one now. That's a pain in my butt.
Well, we haven't found any extra campsite areas
I haven't yet. No. Yeah. And also, I've got to figure out where the hell I'm even going, so I guess maybe I'll go a little deeper in or something. But
yeah, so I guess we're just treating this as an expedition.
Yeah, I guess. Just got to find the... horrible missing whatever.
I'm going to give 2 theories.
Okay.
First is just the Gyros Bloody Boneyard, where you find the dead Legianas sometimes.
Okay.
More or less where you are, kind of.
Yeah, I was checking this area because this is where the Gyros falls asleep. Yeah.
Or the Radabon's tar pit.
Yeah, I was thinking it might have been the Radabon. It could also be the deeper Rotten Vale.
It could also just be some random pocket somewhere.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And I don't think my scout flies are actually going to show me where that... Okay, you 2 need to die.
They do.
Because you're in my way and you're spooking my flies, so stop it.
These guys totally cannibalize each other, right? There's no way they don't.
Idea. They probably do.
I would find it really interesting and kind of endearing if they'll eat everything except their own. But these guys probably...
Well, there are a lot of animals like that in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, like, these guys probably are opportunists.
They seem like they'd be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to find another camp. This might not work. I'm going to guess it's in the deeper Rotten Vale, but I don't know for sure.
Is that
so I'm just going to make an attempt.
That's just a fruit.
That's a crimson fruit, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what was that over to your right?
Over here?
Oh, those are omen flies, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I saw something flying around. I was like, oh, were those something new? No.
Nah.
I did find the recolor omen fly.
There's a recolor what?
Yeah. I don't remember where it was, but it was like an iridescent blue, as opposed to the normally they're just kind of a yellow green. It was called an auger fly.
Okay, that's kind of unusual.
Yeah. Is that normal water?
What the hell is this? Devil's Blight.
Well, you don't have room for it.
Yeah, I really don't. Oh shit, I should clear out my inventory more often.
Yeah, well, you don't need that poop.
Yeah, I really don't need the dung pot right now. Okay. I'm not really... Oh, wait. There's a thing there, but I don't think I can get to it. Yeah. I was just trying to climb up to that, so of course I can't get to it.
Yeah, like
It was a
the
dumb
hanging
mistake.
tendrils kind of look like you could swing off of them, but I don't think you can.
Yeah, no. They usually make at least some effort to show you can do that. Like, I've realized at some point that they'll have that thing where they've got the little golden bugs just floating around. You can always latch onto those and take them like a swinging vine.
Yeah.
So if you see those, you should shoot them with your slinger, because you can just fucking swing around on them.
Yeah, and if they didn't place one there, they probably just don't want you going there. It's just an invisible wall.
I'm gonna guess so, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, down in the acid would be a distinct place that they might put something.
Yeah, see, what I'm thinking is that there's got to be... First of all, there has to be a goddamn camp down here somewhere. But secondly, I'm like looking around and I'm like, you know what? I would not be surprised if this is where the wyverns go. So this is where the nest would be for just meat lumps. Which is still disgusting, by the way.
Maybe. Well, you got a dragonite ore out of this.
Yeah, I mean, that's
something.
fine,
Those are
I guess.
important. You just used a couple on your meaty dog pants.
Yep. Zoom.
We didn't
I
get
love
to
the
see
slide
too
for like
much
half
down
a
here
second
either,
and then you
right?
get back up.
Last time we were here, didn't the Odegaran just screw us up a lot?
Yeah, he showed up pretty quick, and then we weren't really able to do anything.
That looks like a meat lump, but it might just be nothing.
Yeah, well, I can't get to it because there's a big divide there.
Yeah.
And
What
I'd
are
have to
these
swim
berries?
through acid to do it, so...
Nullberry, that's boring. Those are normal. I keep hoping for something weird.
I mean, honestly, they're
areas...
more than normal. They're extra normal.
Yeah, it's just...
Was that a hole?
This area feels like it should have more unique stuff.
No, it isn't. Okay. Yeah, I agree. That's not suspicious at all. This has got to be a big monster breaks through, and you wind up seeing a different area. And that I kind of recognize.
Yeah, it didn't do much for us.
I was wondering if it would drop stuff, but it clearly doesn't. That's unfortunate. All right.
Turn to the right.
The right?
Yeah, just looking at that bone ridge. No, to the right.
There?
Yeah.
The giant
that's
skull?
a giant skull, yeah. You think you can climb up on there in any way?
No, I was looking around there and I couldn't climb up to anything. Yeah, I'm going to guess it's not down in this area. I'm going to guess that I probably have to make a climb or something like here.
Yeah, maybe. Alright.
Oh, yeah, okay, forget it then.
Yeah, it's just a flash bug.
Yeah, sure. Oh, wait, no, okay. Don't bother doing that. It's worthless.
This one's fine, though.
Yeah, that's fine, though.
Some things just go in your pouch and some don't. Oh, shit.
So there are fish living in the horrible, horrible acid.
You could just
I'm not
fish
sure how
for
the
them.
hell they live here. I gotta be real.
Acid fish.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't get anything.
Yeah. Well, you hadn't caught a scale bat yet.
Yeah, apparently
You
I
can
do
find those
that.
in the first area in
I know you
ancient
can.
forest.
I thought they were particles for the longest time. I kind of
like that
expected
they
you
weren't
to not
catchable?
be able to catch them.
Yeah. No, you can.
Oh, whoops. That's right. I forgot it actually counts when you catch those.
Yep.
as like picking up an item.
Yeah, they're really weird about what counts and what doesn't. Carrier ant cargo. Sometimes they got shit.
Okay.
It was a gyros hive.
Okay. It had
Weird.
Gyros stuff on it. Very weird. Let me see here.
Oh, we're looking for either where to find meat lumps or where to find another campsite.
Yeah.
We were asked in chat.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm sure we are going to find neither, to be totally and completely honest.
Yeah, maybe.
That's okay. I'm accepting.
What frequently happens is that I'll go in and do a million slay 20 bugs bullshit. Oh, hi.
Hey,
This
it's
guy.
a pig.
But, like, I'll do,
I can strike nut. Okay.
I'll do investigations and
Bug.
just do nothing of any consequence on my own file,
Honey.
and then let Josh know that I found something, because I just
Ooh.
randomly found something.
Yeah. What is this? Bait bug.
Bait
okay.
bug. Doesn't matter.
Oh, not at all. Let's see. I can crawl through this area. This is looking promising.
Is this new?
It looks like
It's
it
hard
is.
to tell sometimes.
Yeah. Well, something's here, and my flies are freaking out.
Yeah.
It's not an area I immediately recognize. That's a good sign?
Will they not let you down into...
Oh, what is... Oh, it's a Vespoid. Okay. It was really close. I was like, oh god, is that a giant monster? What the fuck?
Someone's claiming that the lump is a cut of meat located just above the rump roast. If you got lumps above your rump, get that checked out.
You might want to, sure. I don't know.
It's weird that it's a little more green down here.
A little bit, yeah.
Hey, are there fish down in that water?
No, does not look like it.
Oh, okay.
Man, swimming would be really weird and interesting in this game.
In this area?
Yeah, especially in areas like this.
Yeah.
Did I make my way back up to camp?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, cool.
This is the first...
Well...
No, this is the second camp.
Shit, okay. I'm just gonna go back to the house. And I guess I'm going to take something that isn't going out and collecting meat lumps real
Oh,
quick.
hey, this guy, Ilnage Gaming, is just a hat man.
Oh,
Hi.
okay. Neat.
Haven't seen you in 10 years?
Okay,
Something
partner.
like that.
Cool.
I've set up quests.
Josh keeps in touch with people. I don't.
I kind of only barely do. I'm going to go ahead and put my stuff away, and then I guess I'm going to find a different mission to do.
Yeah.
Because this is not working out so far. Let's see. I do not need mandragoras, thunderbugs.
I mean, you need them, just not in your pocket.
Yeah, well, I don't need them in my pocket right now.
Yeah.
Probably don't need those. I do probably need those.
Yeah, because you don't equip Tau with the flashbug thingy.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Which I could do it if I wanted to, I just choose not to.
I've had it on my cat Mystere for a while, and she puts
'Cause,
out the shock trap sometimes because she's leveled it up so much.
Yeah, well, my Palico, because Tau is as high a level as she is for this, she puts out Vigor Moss like an awful lot, which means that I just am constantly healing in fights, which is
Yeah,
really
that's
useful. I should probably... I'll switch over to the Cage Fly just to show it off, and because we're doing relatively easy missions, so it's not like we're going after the Rathalos, and I'm going to desperately need
Okay,
healing
partner.
right
I've set
effing
up
now,
quests
or
for the Firewall.
anything
Probably
like that.
not.
Probably not.
If a Rathalos shows up in the Rotten Vale, I'm gonna feel really bad for it.
If it shows up in a Rotten Vale, I'm going to be really confused as to what the hell it's doing there, because that's terrifying. Why would it be there?
Yeah. So just
I'm
a
really not
Gyros, a 2-time feint.
Maybe I got a better than 2-time feint one, though. Do I just have the 2-time feint? There's a 3-time feint.
Do you think you need them?
No, but I just don't want to run the risk.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. I think it's easier when you show up here, because I think they start in... It's like 2 zones away from the beginning area there.
Okay.
Oh, and I keep expecting to run up to the gate and use that to leave out on the mission, because
Yeah.
every other Monster Hunter ever has done that, and in this one,
You can
this
just
is the
leave from
only
wherever.
game. Yeah, this is the only game where you hit the button and you leave from literally anywhere, and it's like, oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting.
It's
There we go.
yeah. It's also like it makes it pointless that they have gates to leave from. It's just like visual.
Well,
it makes sense to have them.
You do it if you want to leave on an expedition, but then you can also pull out your map. So
Yeah,
it
you
really
can just
doesn't matter at all.
go wherever. You can
Yeah.
expedition in places that aren't directly connected to a gate.
Is he? He's already here? Jeez, Radabon.
Yeah, you don't want him.
No, I don't. Like, I mean, not right now, but yeah. Just in general, I don't like having to fight him very often.
Yeah, he just shows up everywhere.
Like, he's not even particularly hard. He clings on to it for quite some time, and it's like, Jeez, Radabon. Let me just throw this on and check out this pig. Oh, this pig is
just some
clearly not...
pig.
Yeah, that pig has nothing going on there.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time.
It's random.
It is. I think Zone 1 also has a pig in it that's like that, but I don't know. I don't remember, and I don't feel like going and checking.
Yeah. We're not going through game FAQs to find all the hidden pets.
Yeah,
just
I'm
now.
not
It's
working
really.
on that right now. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna go and grab every pet in the goddamn game.
I mean, eventually we might end up with every pet.
Well, eventually
but
I definitely want something like that, but it's not
Yeah.
necessary, so it's like,
Yeah. I just shoot nets at literally everything.
Yeah,
and it's
I
done
know.
it's done good by me.
I know. Let's see, put my potions on.
Put some lotion on.
Where's my rations, I guess. Just make sure I'm all maxed out. And take the plunge.
Not like the Gyros is right here in front of you or nothing.
No, but it's gonna be down here.
Yeah. Somewhere.
Just gonna get rid of some of this real quick.
Although,
Oh, God
letting
damn it.
loose the poison
Ugh.
pod.
Okay, I pointed this out to people, and I'm not sure if you've noticed it, but have you noticed that literally if you hit something with like a torch pod, it doesn't actually torch the ground. It just
Yeah.
it acts as though you have wasted the pod basically because it hits the monster instead and it doesn't do anything else.
Yeah, it was a problem in the Odegaard fight.
Yeah, it's such a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like it's a pain in the butt that the range of those isn't higher. Like, you
Yeah,
think it would
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
ignite all of the damn gas in the area.
You'd think it would, and then it doesn't. And it's like, oh.
I mean, I guess the gas here is just so thick because this place is made of things that just exude gas.
Dead stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where the hell is their dad?
I don't know. I haven't seen him yet.
He needs to get out here.
He does. I agree.
Is that a cat?
Might be a cat. I'm gonna go check.
I think it's a cat.
I will go see if it's a cat.
Just some random palico chilling over here. Yeah.
Well, it's a Grimalkin probably.
No,
but...
nope, that's a
Oh,
palico.
no, it's just a palico. What a...
Yeah.
Why is there just a palico? Oh, it's one of my friend's palicos.
Oh, I didn't realize that could happen.
Yeah, neither did I.
Well,
That's
hey,
pretty
you
cool
got
though. Okay,
Kitty
cool.
Boy.
I got another
Are there
cat.
fish in that water?
No.
Yes.
Are there? I didn't even see them.
Well, not anymore. You
Oh,
scared
it's
him.
the anglerfish ones.
Oh, okay.
So I've already got a few of those.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't need more of those.
I'm gonna be on the lookout for fish, though.
That's fair. Where the hell? Okay, did he just literally huddle around the fire and die?
No, it may have been one of the ones that had walked through the poison that you had spilled everywhere.
Oh, I guess that kind of makes more sense. What are you telling me to go to? Jeez.
I'm finding
Okay.
it strange that you haven't even
Yeah,
found any traps.
I haven't found the gyros and it's really
what is
bugging
that?
me. I don't know, but I felt the controller rumble for a second, so something's going on. I don't know what's here, but it's spooking me now. Is that him? No. That's some tiny little guy.
Are they running from something?
They might be running to him. I guess that's potentially the... Oh god, this is like a 15-minute fight? Holy shit,
guess.
I didn't know. Oh no. I have no idea where I'm going. Where is he?
Yeah, what
Seriously,
the shit?
why didn't I find him this entire time? I've been looking for him and I haven't found the damn thing.
I don't know.
Oh, this is such a pain.
You'd think if you kill enough of the babies, he'll come running, but that's not
Yeah,
really
but that's
how
not
it
really
works.
how it works, no. My flies don't want to show up and tell me where he is either, because there he is.
Hi. We needed to see you like 5 minutes ago, dude.
Yeah, now I only got 10 minutes to beat you to death. It's going to be really difficult. And annoying.
Well, you're already breaking bits of him.
Yeah, well, it's just broken though. It's not dead.
Yeah, just give it time.
I want him dead though. Like now. Oh, fuck. Now I'm paralyzed. That's not good. Thank you. Tao's got my back.
Of course Tao does.
Okay. Immediately again. What a pain.
You got two cats.
So annoying.
Distracting them. Just sneak up behind him.
I'm working on it. I was sneaking up behind him, but he turned around and he spit in my face.
You weren't sneaky enough.
I guess. Oh, fuck.
Oh. Well, he didn't fall off.
Yeah, well.
There's a flashlight cage set up back there, so if he's facing that way, which he isn't yet.
No, in fact, he's trying to do, like, alligator rolls.
There you go. That'll stick good for a little while.
Yeah, this'll definitely help.
Although it's level 1, so
Hey, look,
I don't
it's
know if that
fine.
matters for the flashlight cage.
It's fine. It's still a flash fly.
Oh yeah, it's got him really bamboozled right now.
Yeah, well, he's super bamboozled, I noticed.
Oh, there he goes.
He's really thinking.
Yeah, and honestly, I think you can. I think the first time you beat him, it took less than 10 minutes, although I'm not sure.
I don't know, I don't remember. Get his attention and pull the other one here. There we go.
We're being asked if we want to link to something about making the Palicos really powerful.
Nah, I would kind of like to figure it out on my own.
Yeah. Also, it works different in this game than in other games, so...
Yeah, I mean, totally. So I think you can grind palicos. I think is something
there is
that people
a level.
have been pointing out is that there is like an easy mode for grinding palico stuff, but it's like
Mines are like level 11 just because I keep killing Jagresses.
okay. I don't know where the hell I am right now. I was
You're
like
in the Rotten
I was
Vale.
inside his like body for a very short period of time.
You're gonna want that Gyros material.
It was
that you
really
got.
confusing. I don't want the gyros. I want the great gyros.
No, it's a sparkle. You see it?
Oh yeah, that one. Okay.
You want that?
Sure, yeah. Fine.
Even if it's just a scale, but I mean, you're working on the armor for this guy, so it's good to have.
This is true.
I really appreciate how shiny these guys are, and how.
You mean how wet they look? Like they look greasy and gross all the time.
And then when you get the ones that are covered in gunk, it just makes them completely unshiny, and it's really interesting, this contrast.
Oh, what a dick. Look at
Just
him going
visually
off.
looks great.
He's trying to get away.
Well, your scout flies at least are paying attention now.
Yeah. I mean, at the
Not
very
anymore.
least.
They're hiding.
Well, they were paying attention though for a little bit there.
Doing good.
There we go. Big ol' hits. Just got a combo right onto it. Hit him again. And then, come on, one more. No. Ah, fuck, he ran.
Well, he's limping at least.
What a dick.
You gonna go
It
for
doesn't matter
capture?
though, because I really want to just beat him to death. I should probably capture him.
It's up to you. You don't have to.
No, it's a good idea. I wasn't thinking about it, but you're right. Do I even have traps, though? Oh, I don't. Okay, no, it's not
Whichever.
worth it. Yeah. I don't have traps, so...
Yeah, you could go back to base, but it's not worth it.
No, I don't have enough time right now.
Oh, that's true. 5 minutes.
5 minutes. So what I want to do is just beat him to death.
Oh, you're out of range now.
Yeah, I noticed. That's fine. I can do this.
Yeah, I know. It's just exciting because you're getting that last final super hit there,
Yeah.
right in the head.
It was only the first part of it too. I didn't get the full hit off. Like, it didn't need it. It just needed the first half of it.
Yes, we did just split that dude's head open.
Yeah, that's pretty common if you're using a greatsword.
Yeah.
It's really not that difficult. I do a lot of damage. I'm like the tank class.
I mean, you're dressed like a tank.
Yeah, well, I'm dressed like a Zaku, but yeah, no, that too. You're super right.
You just celebrate a victory by being a dick to these guys.
No, I'm killing them for parts, but...
I mean, yeah, you would need them for the set you're working on.
A little bit, yeah. The problem is that they die so goddamn slow. These ones take like a full minute of like death animation. And I don't know why.
By the way, you have it set to return to camp. Is that where you want to go?
No, yeah, you're right. I want to go back to HQ. Thank you.
Alright. I mean, I prefer returning to camp and then just getting a different quest, but you do want to check what you can make.
The visual damage stuff is kind of disturbing.
Oh, yeah. Well, this guy didn't even have a detachable tail.
Yeah, no, you can slice the tail right off if you want to.
Like, does the tail on this one come off?
I don't think it does. I can check when we get back to
Radabon's
HQ.
did.
But I'm pretty sure his tail doesn't come off.
Yeah.
Give me a sec.
By the way, I was grinding against Pukei-Pukeis for just the full armor set.
Yeah.
Every single time I was able to remove its tail. Every single one.
Yeah. So what is it? He's added a bunch of monsters to my stuff because I never talked to this guy.
Yeah, you want the field guide.
Yeah, monster field guide, and then I want to find the where'd it go?
Great Gyros, right in the middle.
Yep. It should be physiology. Tail severable, so you can slice it right off.
Yep.
By the way, Paolumu, breakable, not severable. You can't take its tail, which is weird because Paolumu's tail looks like it should be severed easily, and it's like, nope, not at all. It's so confusing and annoying. Yeah. Big pain. Okay. Yeah, so I guess you can't slice his tail off. I've never gotten the tail carve on him, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess if I've never gotten the tail cut, there might be something that you can only get through the tail cut. That
Probably
I've been
just
missing.
the tail.
But
That's usually what
I'd assume it would just be like the tail, or I mean, sometimes you get a much higher chance of getting like gems or plates off of things like that, but it's still like,
I've noticed that you can put tails in the oven and roast them to
I've
get
not put
meat.
tails or anything in the oven
I put
at all.
one Pukei-Puke tail, and it just gave me like 4 rations and 1 well-done steak. It's like,
That doesn't
wasn't
sound worth it at all.
It wasn't. I mean, I wanted to see, and I had like 5 of the things.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can get this, I can get this, and I can get this. Apparently I have picked up a Gyro's tail at some point, because I got it right there.
Well, you've captured a Gyro. Sometimes they just give you better rewards.
Oh yeah, maybe. Like, as a result of the capture, I got it as a part of, like, the rewards at the end, or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see, I can make the feet. This isn't,
Can you
honestly...
feel it in those feet?
I guess so. This armor is not the best, but
You
it's
need another
still
tail.
yeah, but it's still really good. Like,
just show us the preview.
what it
just
looks
the full
like.
preview.
Yeah.
Just,
The whole of the
just
preview
to
for this armor.
remind you what you're working
Just
for.
the horrible black crow plague doctor. That's
He's also
absolutely
kind
amazing.
of a cowboy.
He's a little cowboy. Yeah. It's just Bloodborne armor. It looks so good though, and I want to get this one next too. The like
good
rugged,
luck fighting
terrifying.
those guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go after a bunch of Otogaron for that though. Pain in my ass. Okay. I'm gonna put some stuff away and then pick up traps because I get the feeling that if I do one more fight against that guy, I am going to want to make sure that I have proper loadout amongst other things.
You'll also want to just try and cut the tail, but
no, I'm gonna shoot for cutting the tail. I'm not gonna pussyfoot around that. I don't need the mushrooms. Let's do this. I'll do this. And then...
You never use those bombs you keep around.
I know. They're there for emergencies.
Do you anticipate having to?
Probably not. They're like I said, they're there for emergencies. I don't really use bombs that much.
Yeah, you need to buy more trap tools.
I have plenty of trap tools. I need to buy more. I thought I did. Did I not?
It looked like you had one.
Did I? Oh yeah, I do. You're right. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I guess I'll just go ahead and get some more trap tools then while I'm at it.
Yeah.
I don't have a ton of cash on me, but I've got enough for trap tools.
Yeah, they're like 200 zenny.
Yeah, they're not really worth very much. Here we go.
This guy, I feel like, should be a more interesting character. He gives you good little dialogue bits sometimes, but he's never, like, important. And it's just like, he's your shop, and he's just some guy.
4. There we go. Now I got 5.
I don't know, if they'd put a little more they put just a touch of personality into him. It's like, just give us a little more. Just a little more. He seems like an okay guy.
Yeah. Give us a little more personality on some of these characters who really should have it and then don't, to be honest. Pitfall, I need more nets for. That's fine. I'll make a couple of these. And I'll make about 3 of these.
You can only carry one of each when you go out, so that's plenty.
I know.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that I've got enough of them sitting on the back burner so that I don't have to do this again, like, the next time I want to capture something.
Yeah.
And then I need more... No, I have plenty. I have 2 trank bombs, which is just enough, so that's fine.
I mean, I would have played it safe.
Well, I can play it safe when I'm dead.
You say that, but then if this thing kills you...
Well, it's not going to kill me. The more likely chance is that I'm going to kill it and then get kind of angry about it. Oh, thank you for the follow. It's, Ilnage Gaming.
Wasn't that the name of one of the weird waifu elves from that extra Tenchi?
I don't think so. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I know the character you mean, but I don't think that's the character's name.
Okay. Never mind. I don't know what he named himself after.
Okay. I may have, like, pronounced it wrong, too. I'm not really sure. Where was the one where it's, like, I have 3 chances at it instead of 2? Do you remember?
It's somewhere in here. Looks like it's
this
that
one? Yeah. Yes, and then I'll go ahead and take this.
Yeah.
And then...
Since we're doing some repetitive quests, should I just start rambling about something?
Yeah, or we could answer questions from people if they want to ask them, or we could do a lot of things.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can just throw questions at us in general.
Keep your eye on the chat, then.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I'm just saying.
By the way, Ilnage Gaming has gone back to work.
Okay.
Yeah, have a good night.
Have a good night.
But, what is something that I could talk about for a while? Silence. I can talk about silence.
Don't talk about silence,
Yeah, no. Let's see.
You could talk about your webcomic if you want to.
Oh, man, I could. Well, for anyone who has not seen it, I have a webcomic called Laserwing. It's about someone who has lasers for wings, sort of. It is, I've been working on it for like 2 years now, and I'm only like, I want to say like 60 or 70 pages in, and I have things planned out for like, I'm halfway through chapter 5. I'm planning, this is gonna be, I did a rough outline a long time ago, and it's like, this is at least going to be 40 chapters. I'm going to squeeze stuff in when I realize I need more exposition. Oh, hey.
Yeah, but I don't expect me to be able to carve it very quickly.
Those guys are ignoring you to fight with each other.
I got one thing off of it. I think that's all the carves that you get if it's a corpse.
Oh. It's just a monster bone M.
That's fine, though. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's something.
Let's see, where the hell is this
we
guy
got a question. Have we got an Octopath Traveler? Not yet.
No. We probably will.
We originally, I was been saying, like, I'm getting this when it's coming out, this is amazing, but we got this when it came out, and this is amazing, and we have, like we hinted at, like, we have one thing that we plan to start recording either tomorrow or the day after, and then, I don't know, we actually have had a lot of stuff we've been planning on eventually recording, but haven't.
I'm all stuck here.
Yeah, but it's like, Octopath will probably be on the list very soon, because I really want it. But there's a jillion things. It's like, there's not enough time in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had planned to inflict Kingdom Hearts on Josh, which you said you had never beaten Kingdom Hearts, right? Like the first one?
Yeah, I've never beaten the original Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I played it. I've never beaten it, but I played it.
Yeah, the first Kingdom Hearts is not a bad game. None of them are bad games, but the first Kingdom Hearts is surprising in how not bad it is, because it's the first time they'd done the concept and people were skeptical. And then the second game almost feels like they were making fun of themselves because they go completely over the top with everything. And it makes it fun. But I have... it's the PS3 compilation that's like the first game, the second game, and Chain of Memories, which happens between them. And we haven't played it, but we got it thinking, oh man, I'm going to do this for the channel.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened yet. And they're finally coming out with the frickin' third game.
We probably won't do that for a while, to be honest.
Oh yeah. They're finally coming out with the third game after doing, so it went 1, Chain of Memories, 2, I don't remember if Coded is between. Coded was a phone game before phone games were a thing. It was like an analog phone game. You play through the dial-up. No, it was for cell phones at like the 2000. It was like for like Nokias or something.
No, actually, I think it was for early like phones.
But it wasn't smartphones.
But they weren't smartphones. Yeah,
no.
Fair enough.
Like they had a number pad.
Yeah, well, that doesn't. It doesn't mean they're all N gauges though. That's not how that
Nokia
works.
made actual phones, dude.
I know. I'm just saying.
It's like you play it on a Nokia flip phone, but only in Japan, and then they ported it to like the DS or something. But like it's 1, Chain of Memories, 2, Coded, 385 Days Over 2, and Birth by Sleep, which came out at the same time.
Yeah, you can't slice his tail off.
Hey, yeah. It's like a little gecko tail. It's tiny.
Yeah. I wonder if it grows back.
And then Dream Drop Destiny, which was
that's just rude.
abbreviated as 3DS, and people thought at first that was going to be 3, and it wasn't. And now they're finally doing Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay, that was fucked up. Did you see Tao just standing there doing nothing?
Yeah, what the hell?
She was standing there doing nothing while I had like 8 of them on me.
I don't know.
That was silly.
We're being informed that Coded is pointless.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I still kind of want to see what happens, and I heard it's just a puzzle game, but like it's not. We don't have that one. It is probably not going to happen soon, but when it does, it's like, man, I went through a phase of just desperately wanting to do something that just ripped on Kingdom Hearts 2 constantly. Like when I first played the game, it was like, I need to make a webcomic that just fucking rips into this because it's so weird, but in a good way. And one of the ideas I had was that it was going to be like... It was going to be Space Jam as Kingdom Hearts. It was just going to be, I'm going to do the Warner Brothers equivalent, and it's like the main character fights with a basketball. And then I found out that Shut Up and Jam Gaiden already exists.
And
it's not like Kingdom Hearts,
that's not even
but more
a unique
or less.
idea in the slightest. Like...
Yeah. But it's a game that feels like self-parody in that it's basically gone full peak Final Fantasy, but in ways that you don't expect it to. Its combat system makes it so that after a point you just no longer touch the ground anymore. Your character just infinite combos through the air.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, it's just, it feels weird compared to the first game, and I found it really bizarre. And it's like, I don't know. We'll do that eventually. But there's a lot of games that we've been wanting to do. We were going to do Metal Gear.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually.
Oh, well, I'm
Eventually.
at a slinger shot,
we gotta
so
get 100
now I'm
hours
gonna
in
take the
Monster
normal
Hunter
damage.
first.
Well, I think we're on our way. I think in the last, what has it been, like 7-8 days, I think we've streamed like 30 hours or something ridiculous like that.
Will we do Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden?
Probably not. I don't know.
Every so often we do
Okay.
RPG Maker and indie games.
This needs to
so
stop.
it's not an absolute no. I don't know though.
It's a very probable no.
I think I would actually have to go through it and double check that there's nothing in it that could get us like
there's
banned
nothing.
from YouTube.
There's nothing.
I remember it fondly, but I also remember it from like not a decade ago.
I have done it recently. It's not that bad.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mostly remember. I don't know if I'm allowed. I don't know if it's a bad word or not. One of the characters is described with a word that's a little antiquated, and it's like, I don't know if that's offensive.
Yeah, okay, then don't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it.
If you're not sure, then just don't say the word.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's just I don't want to say it and get us banned.
Yeah, then don't. Like, that's...
I'm not.
Okay.
People will know exactly which one. Whatever.
Yeah, well...
They haven't released the sequel yet, have they?
No.
No, it got kickstarted, but
Yeah.
it's like one guy, so it's gonna take him a while.
God, I hate new healing. It's so confusing and weird.
No, it's not. You just run away from the thing while you do it. So he was limping.
Yeah, I noticed he was. Oh yeah, I was gonna catch him. Fuck. Whoops. Okay.
Whichever.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm making alligator skin boots out of him anyway, so...
Yeah,
I
and you
may as
needed
well
the
just keep
tail,
doing
you got
this.
the tail.
I did, I totally cut it off.
Yeah.
And I picked one up.
Something basically works like Dark Souls.
Will you do... I don't know.
I forget where we were because I started thinking about this thing dying.
Yeah. Sometimes you just kind of get lost in the grind. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, a little bit.
Eh.
Especially for this game.
Oh yeah. Plus, we're playing this game, and I'm thinking about other games and rambling. And quite honestly, I worked the early shift this morning, so I'm a little drowsy.
Yeah. To be totally clear, by the way, for people who have never played a Monster Hunter or don't actually know how grindy these games are, we've gotten, like I said, I wasn't joking. I think when I said that, I think we've done like 3. We've done like I think 8 sessions and I think a total of like 30 hours. This game will probably eat about 200 or 300 hours.
I don't think that needs.
That's how Monster Hunter works. I think because I've been playing since the PS2 era and I've only skipped over a handful of games. When I got 4U and I played 4U, I'm pretty sure that one will hit almost or past 1,000 hours.
Okay,
worth
that
of grind.
doesn't have to happen for the
Yeah.
LP,
I mean, it doesn't
like,
have to
it
happen
doesn't
for
have to be
streams.
streaming.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's a thing that happens with Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is a very...
Are you sure it's not just a
it's
thing?
not a game, it's a lifestyle.
It's just a thing that happens for you.
No, that is every big fan of the series dips about 1,000 hours in.
I don't think
That's
I've gotten 1,000 hours in anything.
Famously, people will tell you if you have not played Monster Hunter for 200 hours or more, that you have not started playing the real game. The real game starts at about hour 200.
I think the most time I've ever put into a game, I think my Pokemon Diamond has 200 hours in it. And that's something that I've had since just out of high school.
Oh, I didn't actually get the tail.
What the fuck?
I carved it, but I didn't get it.
Man.
Yeah, he dropped something else off of his tail, I guess. Shoot. Well, I need to go get another tail then. That's fine. This will just be a session, I guess, where we're working on one set of armor.
Yeah, but then you're going to wear that armor for the rest of the game.
I'll wear it for part of the game. I'm probably not going to wear it for, like, the whole of the game.
I've got clarification. It basically works like Dark Souls, the healing. Not quite.
No. Yeah, who said that?
Mason.
Yeah, no, she's super right. It's it does work like Dark Souls with healing. So Dark Souls 1 kind of works like the original sort of games for Monster Hunter when it comes to healing, because you drink and you can't really go anywhere when you drink. I think you might be able to walk a little bit, but you're mostly just stand in place. In the original Monster Hunter games, that's more or less what happened. And then eventually, I think in Tri, they added the flex. So you drink and then you flex on it. And then when you flex, that's how you know that you are done healing. And then you roll out of it and you do whatever the hell you want. With this game, they changed it so that it's like, oh, well, now you can walk around when you heal. And it plays a lot like Dark Souls 3. Sorry. It plays a lot like Dark Souls 2, in fact. Like the healing does. Where you heal, and then your bar slowly goes up. And as your bar slowly goes up, you can roll out of the animation and drop it back down to normal, or you could wait it out as you're walking around slowly healing. And it's like, I hate that. Yeah, you can just
walk away from stuff.
I hate that so much, though.
It works in my favor when I do it.
I like to heal and roll into things.
Well, just learn to do something else.
But it feels unnatural. I've been playing this game for more than 15 years.
Fapneys is letting us know that there's a Souls-like gaming out called Code Vein, but it's an anime game.
Yeah, it's super anime.
I've never heard of it.
I think the general hype for that game has died down. I know what it is. It plays like a cross between a Souls-like and maybe like a God Eater a little bit.
So like Monster Hunter but anime.
Well, Monster Hunter's already anime, but...
Kinda?
I would argue that it doesn't play like an anime Monster Hunter. It plays like an anime Dark Souls with friends.
Okay.
And it's like, I kind of don't like the concept very much. I didn't really like it when people were making a big deal out of it. And it's not bad. I'm not going to, shit on it or anything like that. But for the most part, it seems like people don't really care too much anymore.
I just straight up have never heard of it. I've got no opinion.
It plays a lot like God Eater, though. It's like the as opposed to God Eater, which is like the God Eater version of Monster Hunter, it's the God Eater version of Dark Souls, where it's very anime. Okay. It's got a lot of very specific things going on, and for the most part, it does separate itself from normal Dark Souls pretty okay, but it's still just kind of like it's just sort of Dark Souls.
I don't see no bird.
Me neither. I just see a big pig.
It's not that big a pig.
No, they're actually teeny tiny little pigs.
I mean, I've seen smaller pigs, but they're not that big. In real life, pigs get person size sometimes.
I guess. Oh, I don't want to go this way. I wanted to go this way. I'm on the lookout for cats right now, but I'm not actually seeing any, so I'm kind of annoyed.
Yeah, they're kind of random.
Yeah, it was a little
sort
bit
of
annoying
see
that they
them
were
on
so
the
random
map.
about it, though.
You could just look at the full map, and I think they show up as either a paw print or just a pair of cats in the little graphic style.
Fair, I guess. Let's see. I'll equip this. I just realized that I did not eat. So I'm going to have to go back to camp and do that.
Yeah, get your medium attack up.
Yeah, that's kind of a pain in the ass. It's either going to be the defense or the attack, because I usually focus on skills, but when you're eating in here, the skills aren't quite as good, to be honest. I've noticed this.
Is it? I haven't noticed.
Yeah, no, some of these skills, I've never seen Feline Weakener show up in these skills. Maybe it's just I haven't seen it yet, but maybe. Feline Weakener I've seen show up at the actual town, in the city you get it to show up, but here I don't think I've actually gotten it to show up at all.
I don't know. Part of it is random based on whether or not the ingredients are fresh or whatever. I mean, see the Radabon from here.
Yeah, no, he's leaving.
Good. He can get out.
Well, he's an okay guy. Don't discourage him.
Well, we don't want to kill him today.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Discourage him from getting in our way and having you cut off his tail again.
Look, I like him. He's my friend, okay? Jeez. Is he in here or... No, he isn't. Okay. Whatever, then. If he's not in here, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
There's just a bunch of really angry lizards behind me.
Ooh, you just ran past some old footprints, so you're on the right way.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and if you keep picking them up, eventually the scout flies will figure it out.
Yeah, I thought he was going to wind up being down here, but...
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, he was down here. What do you know?
There he is.
What do you know?
Oh, it's going up.
I noticed.
I think I was originally talking about my webcomic, laserwing.tumblr.com. I constantly find myself going through these phases where I want to draw characters who haven't shown up in the comic yet, because I have a lot of things planned, but it goes very slow, because I do full color pages, and they take, honestly, like, saying that I get a page out every 2 weeks is generous. I usually don't get them out that faithfully. Yeah. I don't set myself to an update schedule, because that would just stress me out. I already get enough of that because I have a daily art blog, Popkas. I think everyone knows that one.
I mean, potentially, just in case, though, you don't want
yeah, popkas.tumblr.com. Every day I post either a Pokemon, or sometimes it'll be Digimon for a stretch of time, or some other thing. It's been Pokemon lately.
Yeah, it's been the beta Pokemon for Gold and Silver, I think.
Yeah.
Which is, it's coming pretty close to the end of that.
I think I'm like halfway.
Did I cut his tail?
I think, yeah.
Okay.
Let's get a tail out of
I wasn't
tail.
sure that I had actually gotten it or not.
Wish you could just pick it up.
It'd be nice.
You
yeah.
got it. You got the tail.
Well, that's cool.
In fact, you could leave right now if you wanted. You got what you came for.
No, I'll make sure that I got enough parts.
Yeah, you want the money.
Killing this guy. Yeah. I mean, that too. Yeah, money's definitely important here.
Wow, that was a really desperate roll he did.
Yeah, he's not really doing any damage either. So he does the crocodile roll from like Royal Ludroth from Tri.
Except way more agile.
Yeah, and a bunch of monsters like that. And I'm just looking at it, and all I can think is like, this guy is not the same monster type as them, but he's still doing a lot of their moves, and it feels really strange to me.
Well, just think of it as Convergent Evolution. Some of these moves just happen to be the useful move for their body types.
I mean, yeah, and I know that.
Yeah. You can do it in 10.
Yeah, probably. I kind of wanted to pay a little bit more attention to me so that I can hit that, but I missed. I missed.
Well, you're getting it to drop material. Although
yeah, but not as much as I want. What the fuck? Did you see him running into the wall?
Yeah, is that a thing you can run through?
No, he was just skittering up against Tao. He was doing his charge
Did
against
we break
Tao.
his eyes?
No, he was trying to charge Tao down, and I guess the AI didn't realize that he was so close to the fucking wall.
Yeah, maybe.
That was goofy.
Yeah. Well, he's a goofy snake dog.
He is. It's so weird. He's not usually like this.
Well, anyways, if people read Laserwing, it makes me happy. I don't think there's anything else that I can say about it right now that wouldn't be spoilers, but so I will go into I'm in a few different Discords that are just centered around people who make webcomics.
Don't touch my cat. Sorry. Yeah, keep going.
But every so often I'll just post sketches of characters that haven't shown up. It's like, oh, this is a Laserwing character. They're not. If you read the comic, it's not in there. This character is not here for another like 20 chapters, but they'll be important someday. And it's like, if I give spoilers, it doesn't mean anything because all of it is so abstract. It's just been 4 kids like sitting around doing nothing because they're waiting for things. That's a bit of a downplay, but they're stopping a bank robbery right now, but it's taking forever. I have to actually draw it. I can't just play it in my head like it was a movie and say that's good enough. No one can see that.
Yeah.
No one knows it's cool unless I show them with my hands. So, anticipate Laserwing being a big deal in like 2025.
I guess.
Yeah. That is if I don't get distracted and work on different webcomics.
There we go.
Quite honestly,
right on his face.
I could do...
This is where I want to be.
If I could just make images without... if I could make images without having to actually go through the trouble drawing them, you would get like maybe 5 different webcomics out of me instantaneously. It's like, it takes a lot to not get distracted and do some other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, someone's asking what the general premise is of Laserwing. It is the story of a bunch of teenagers who, for one reason or another, each have different superpowers. So it's kind of like an X-Men kind of thing, where it's like, oh, it's a bunch of kids with weird abilities and they're gonna fight crime. But it's got a couple of gimmicks. First being, it takes place in 2005 very distinctly. It's very mid-2000s. Basically, this is when I was in high school, so this is the kind of high school kids I want to write about. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of awkward Hot Topic goths. There's a lot of this... You remember back in the day when everyone kind of... Right now, it's like the 90s kid thing. It used to be the 80s kid thing, where people kind of pretended to have nostalgia for stuff they were just barely too young for, and VH1 would just do I Love the 80s. There's a lot of 80s shit in it, but it's done in a way that feels a little bit removed. There's a lot of anime, but it's like Toonami sort of anime. It's like just one kid just really likes Goku. Yeah. And they are going to fight crime when I get to it. They're in the middle of their first attempt to try, and it's gonna take forever, because the enemies they're fighting are also all distinct characters that I want to try and flesh out.
Look at this death screen.
It's just lightning.
It's just gigantic lightning. Look at it. It looks like the lightning's coming out of him, like it's a part of him. I love that.
He's ascending.
Amazing. He is.
Anyways, eventually the kids of my webcomic will end up in space fighting space monsters, but they have to do some stuff on Earth first, and then it's a lot of things, and I've set up the entire universe in a way where it's like I kind of have to world build every single different alien race, and it's like I put too much work into it instead of getting to the actual story, but I enjoy that. Mm-hmm. What's your webcomic like?
I don't have a webcomic.
Okay, cool. If you had one.
I don't. I don't have one because I don't have ideas for a webcomic. It's fine, don't worry. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this crazy goddamn armor. I'm very proud of this armor. I like it. It looks super cool.
You gonna put it on?
I am probably gonna put it on. I'm gonna go over to my box to do it though.
Okay.
I want to look at the actual like difference in the stuff though, because there's a very good chance that it does not actually have the defense like on par with the other side. Yeah, see, like the defense is already down 2 on the hat.
Well, you can wear it to do things that you don't need your top gear for.
It's up 2 on everything else because my hat has been leveled up. I forgot about that.
Oh, well then.
Yeah. Wait, where's my fan braces for this? Are they up here?
Yeah, weird.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I guess. I must have, like... I don't know. I must have sorted my armor at some point. Oh, whoops, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't be a naked cowboy. That's a little weird.
Yeah, no.
There it is.
Can you go back in and double check that there's no Gyros armor for the Palico? No,
yeah.
Because it wasn't showing up for us before.
I don't think there is Gyros armor for the Palico. I think that's all that there is to it, is that it just doesn't exist.
That's disappointing.
Palico doesn't get armor for every single monster.
I
know,
that's just how it works. But like a little Plague Doctor Tau.
Yeah, no, I'm not seeing it. And it would probably be based on, I've said this before, but it would probably be based on the female armor, like the female hunter armor for the Gyros, which apparently is not a Plague Doctor and is actually kind of garbage, I've heard. Like, it doesn't look very good. Yeah, I do like a lot of this, though. A lot of these different armor types for the cats are just absolutely but yeah, no, okay. So I'm a cool-ass, like, Plague Doctor cowboy now.
By the way, I'm going to give some advice about webcomics and the whole, I have so many ideas I want to put out. Even if your ideas are only half-formed, even if your art isn't necessarily good enough for you to feel confident putting it online, draw it anyways. I spent, I want to say, like, 15 years just drawing out scribbles on computer paper of various different ideas and learning how to do comics through that. So it is still worthwhile.
So, really quickly.
Just do it. And if you don't share it, that's fine. But if you share it, at least one person is going to look at it. Probably me, because I love looking at shit like that. But, like, just, the practice is good. Try it.
Yeah, really quickly. This armor comes with paralysis resistance, because the Gyros does paralysis damage. Effluvial Expert, which nullifies and reduces environmental damage in the Rotten Vale. So that's actually super good. It
reduces damage from acids.
It's probably from the acid and from the miasma in the air as well. Which is, I think they just called it the effluvia, right?
And possibly acid that things spit at you. Hopefully it helps against that.
It's got an attack boost. Oh, wait,
no,
actually,
that's your charm.
That's from my charm. It's got paralysis attack up, which means that if I have paralysis on a weapon, I'm doing like more damage and
so if you had it with the Gyros Greatsword, it would help it?
Although the Gyros Greatsword, again, paralysis on a Greatsword is kind of garbage-y. Horn Maestro, which increases the effect duration of hunting horn melodies, which is pretty good, but I don't know why that's here. Divine Blessing is whatever. And then Palico Rally, which powers up Palicos, I guess.
Your gloves make cats excited?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure why, but yeah,
Weird.
It looks like it. I kind of wanted to zoom in to look at the character real quick, but I don't think that they give you that option. Maybe it's just not on this screen. I don't know. I swear to God, you used to be able to do that. Maybe you just can't do it anymore.
I don't know.
Or maybe it has to be in like your houses.
Try doing it in your start menu.
In my start menu?
Yeah, equipment info. Does that give you an option?
No, that doesn't give me my hunter at all. Like.
Oh, okay.
No,
yeah,
no,
it
no,
might
no,
be
no.
you have to go next to
Yeah,
the
I think it might be that
stand.
you just have to do it in your house. I'm not sure. You used to be able to do it from in here. I don't know if you can anymore.
This is the same screen.
Yeah. Oh, that's annoying.
Try manage appearance, which was a different option.
Where did you see that?
Change appearance. Does that give you like?
That probably gives me my face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's probably for like changing your hair and shit. That's not quite what I wanted to do.
I remember that you could change the accent color of things and try.
Oh, you know what? Maybe. Maybe, but I'm gonna guess that that's not what this is going. Yeah, see, this is just going into my face.
Reminder that this is what he looks like.
Yeah, when the mask is off. Yes. I am actually, though, going to... I guess I'll take my helmet off real quick to see what that looks like. And then, do you want to call it good, or do you want to do one more? Or
I think you should do something really short.
Okay.
To just celebrate getting this armor.
Yeah.
Something real quick and simple. Maybe someplace that's not the Rotten Vale, because you did just Rotten Vale this whole time.
Look at that.
That looks like the face that would be under that mask. You match.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't like that your head is permanently tilted to the left. So, like, if you got these big pauldrons, you're, like, kind of face first into your shirt. It's really
well, right now he's
weird.
watching his jellyfish friend, kind of.
Something like that.
He was for a second.
Okay.
I swear he was tracking it.
I realized why it was that my heavy metal or high metal armor rather was the way that it was. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix this armor a little bit.
Are you gonna add some armor spheres?
Yeah. I added armor spheres to it. And it just occurred to me that that's what was up with that.
Upgrade equipment.
Yeah, I know how to do it. I'm just looking at different things. Don't worry.
Okay.
And I put that in the helmet, and I have a bunch of them that I can just stick in here if I want to. See?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. Although I don't have the money for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got close to enough.
I can put 8 in.
That's fine.
And then, yeah, that's fine.
Yes, that mask has a defense
can I
of
put one of the
32.
normal ones in? I can, but it doesn't really help very much.
Yeah.
But yeah. Now it's got a defense of 32 instead of a defense of 20.
Yeah.
So it went up 12, which means now I'm like way the fuck more defensive because I've got my shitty little Plague Doctor mask on.
Yeah, you put a bunch of little pins on your fedora. No, it's a cowboy hat.
Yeah, it's a little cowboy hat. How dare you? Don't make fun of my cowboy hat.
You decorated it with little spheres. I'm just imagining that you like...
It's a cowboy hat made of like tiny alligator parts.
You printed out a picture of your anime waifu and tucked it into the felt band of your fedora.
Okay.
For luck.
Thanks.
I don't know if that's a thing people do.
Look, there's the gyros. There he is. He's asleep. He's sleeping.
Little stinky boy.
Yeah, little stinky, horrible monster man over there. Yeah, okay, I'll do a new session and then we'll,
You mean a new investigation?
Yeah, sorry, a new investigation and then we'll call it good. Let's see, something that gives a good amount of money and isn't super difficult, maybe.
Or super duper repetitive, because, I mean, people are watching.
What is that? A Jagras and
a
yeah,
Cuckoo.
we can do that, sure, why not?
And you'll get almost 6,000 out of it.
Yep, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
You know,
and this time you won't even immediately spend it, maybe.
Probably not, because it's going to be like the end of the stream, so that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and manage my items really fast.
See how fast you just slam through a Jagras and a Cuckoo now that you're this far in the game?
I probably will slam through them pretty good.
You just pick up the Kulu and just beat the Jagras to death with it.
I might. Honestly, we're not super far in yet. Like, even now, it's probably still going to be like it's going to be an okay fight. Like, it's going to be a fight. It's not going to be a slaughter. But,
it's not like it'll be one hit.
Yeah, I will say that I have played games that have, like, G rank in them in the past, and I will attest to the fact that in some Monster Hunter games, when you get to a certain point and then you go back and fight, like, low-rank, easy monsters, it feels like you're just sliding through them. Like, you're fighting these things, and it's like a hot knife through butter, the monster goes down. I've had issues in the past where I was trying to help somebody who was low rank when I was G rank, and I put on all of my G rank armor and walked into the fight and took the monster down in 3 hits. And
Did
was
it
like,
stop you from getting all the rewards?
No, it doesn't stop you from getting the rewards.
So in theory, you could do that if that was the intent.
Yeah. It's just it feels
cheap.
bad. It feels very cheap. Yeah.
Yeah. If I was trying to do a thing and you came in and do that, I would just tell you fuck off. I wanted to play this game.
Yeah. Right.
But if you were just trying to like grind out someone's alt character because they want to just create a new face and then just get all of their old gear back through it, it's like, yeah, you could just do that for a while.
Yeah, but I think it was my friend's not first time playing Monster Hunter, but
oh yeah, no, that's a bad
it was
impression
their first play of that character, and they were just kind of like, oh yeah, let's do this, and then I started playing, and it's like it's an Ash Ketchawacha, or no, it's a normal Ketchawacha, and it's literally like it took 10 seconds of me walking in and swinging around my big metal like chunk of rock on a stick, and that thing was dead. Like, it was super dead. I gotta figure out where the hell either of these monsters are.
It's usually not hard to find a Jagras.
Yeah, well, they're usually where you don't want them to be.
They're usually just everywhere.
Yeah, I'm having trouble finding them, though, and it's bugging me.
It's been too long since you've sniffed their feet, and now your scout flies can't find them.
I know.
Seem to have found a Palico?
I think that might be what that is.
Yeah, I've noticed that if it's
I don't know how
Squirmal
the hell
kinds, they
to get
come
to
in
it,
groups
though.
of 3.
How am
I
I
don't
supposed
know
to get
either.
to it?
Just go up here, see what happens. Yeah, it goes down a little bit.
Yeah,
it's gonna curve in.
I guess it does. I've lost sight of it. There it is.
Yeah. This is probably the way to go.
Probably?
Let's see who it is. Is that Kitty Boy again?
It looks like it could just be Kitty Boy again.
That's fine.
Yeah, like I'm not
He's
gonna
cute.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna judge him.
He's
What up,
just
Kitty Boy?
being very helpful.
He's dressed like a bug.
That's fine. You're
I'm just
dressed like a
saying.
crow.
He's dressed like a bug.
Yeah. You
But
sometimes
crows are
dress
better
like a
than
bug.
bugs, okay? Come on.
I mean, they are.
Is that him there? No? Okay.
Just keep sniffing footprints.
Yeah. Shush. Because I know you're doing that to try and be gross, but it's like, stop it.
No, I think it's funny, not gross. It's just they keep having you look at the scout flies are picking up scent.
I know they are. I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to be going
scrape
for
the
this.
indentation of their foot from the
Jackrabbits.
ground for science.
That's not what
it's
it
just
is.
so weird.
That's not what's happening, and you know it.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes they kneel down with their carving knife and just get a sample of footprint.
It's...
You know it's true.
Okay. Alright. Where the fuck is this thing? I'm so angry.
I'm not entirely sure what the skid marks are. It's just when they roll over, right?
It's when they roll over or they drag themselves around because they've eaten something gigantic.
Oh, by the way, have you ever had a Jagras try to eat you?
Not a Jagras, no. I had an Angie try to eat me once.
You know, no. Okay, so it might just be you have to be on investigations of a certain level. But I have gone into a combination investigation that was get a Puke and a Great Jagras. So it was a little higher than just Jagras on its own. And one of the things he would do is run you down and try to just chomp on you, and then it's kind of a grab. And then when he gets up, he's eaten, like his stomach sack is full.
There it is. Oh,
yeah.
He's a little one.
Well, he's far away.
No, I think he might actually be little.
I mean, he's trying his best not to be.
Well, he's eating right now, I know, but... Hey, Jagras! Look at this.
83 damage on the very tip of his tail.
Yeah, that's not even a good place to hit it.
Yeah. There you go.
That's fine. I'm okay with this.
This is not going to be hard.
I'm going to have to... Oh, God. It's all the angling, though.
Yeah.
These places I don't want him to be.
Yeah, they're dropping down flashfly cages to make this real easy.
There we go.
Yeah. What was that, like 4 hits?
Yeah. No, it wasn't too many. I didn't think I was going to kill him that fast. That was almost sad. Like...
I knew it was going to happen.
Look at him. He's dead and bloated.
You rolled him up and fucking got him through the hoop from the 3-point line.
I know. I feel bad for him, though.
Well, you killed him, so...
Look at him. Look at him.
Yeah.
I questioned if he deserved that. Like
he didn't? All of these are just animals. They're not doing anything against us for any particular reason. They just instinctively eat things.
I guess.
And we came to them. We all just sort of got on a boat and came to them at once.
Yeah. Where the hell's the other guy? If I don't see him... I swear to God, you can see them, right?
Well, if you've leveled up your Scoutfly's familiarity with them. But
yeah,
he's
okay,
probably just a little further in the forest.
Yeah, alright, you might be
He usually is. I mean, now you're finding footprints.
Yeah.
That'll lead you straight to them. They know now.
Good.
They just needed to get a few hints.
Yeah, I haven't had to fight them too much, the Yaku. I've kind of just been avoiding them for the most part.
Well, you haven't really... Like, you've got the full set of their armor, right?
I don't even remember if I have the full set of their armor, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure I do.
I think I might be missing a couple pieces because I just don't care.
Since my...
It's really low rank armor.
My Monster Hunter character is the main character of Laserwing. I decided that the vaguely bird-like stuff makes the most sense for him to have. It's also...
Well, then you should be giving him Puke.
No, the Puke is the wrong color.
Alright.
Because it's the red and white is kind of more Tony's thing. Unintentionally, his colors are red and blue and white and sometimes black. So it comes out to kind of looking like it's an American flag thing, but it's not arranged in a way that does that. So yeah. it's usually just it's red and white and his hair is blue. But like I made sure to get the full armor, and then I realized like I've been using a switch axe because I use a switch axe, but this character is supposed to be a big sad weeb. It was like I need to get him a katana, and there's a Kulu katana, so it's like yeah, no. This is the bird kid with his anime weapon.
I think I spent longer looking for these monsters than I did actually hunting them.
You did. Straight up.
I feel bad. That was way too quick.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You just needed the money. It made it's fine.
That honestly makes me feel worse.
That you needed the money, so you did it, and you needed to come out and let all of the forest creatures see your new pants.
I know.
Because they're so good.
I know.
Oh, return to HQ or return to camp?
Yeah, I'm going back to HQ. I don't have any reason to go back to camp here.
Yeah, not right now.
I mean, there's probably some stuff
you could go
that I'd
fuck
want to
with
find
the Rathians and Rathalos.
Yeah, what am I going to do to fuck with the Rathians?
You're not on the quest, so it might not count.
No,
might
it
not
wouldn't.
let you
There,
finish
yeah, there's
it.
an actual quest to hunt a
Yeah,
Rathalos,
they
but
might
I've
just
written out, I
leave
haven't
if
been
you
doing it.
if you get them close to dying. They might leave like the Palumu did that one time. They just leave them out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Honestly, that annoyed the hell out of me, but I kind of get that. Like
That
maybe
was
that's
the largest
just...
Kulu you've ever fought.
Was it?
That's not even that big.
No, it's still just a silver crown. Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know, Monster Hunter has this weird system where they go bronze, silver, and gold crowns, and gold crown monsters are typically monsters that are of the biggest variety that you will find, and sometimes you get really, really big versions of certain monsters because it's like, hey, I want to just fight this gold crown Rathian, and then you go in and it's like the size of a building.
And they also record what your smallest of each species is.
Sometimes for events, they'll do this really cool thing, or at least they used to, where they'll give you a monster that is actively the smallest they can make that monster. They had a thing like a Yaku in Monster Hunter 4U for some of the events that's called a Kutku.
Hey, real quick, what the hell is he talking about? The 5 dragons in the story.
What did they say when the youth asked them why they crossed the sea?
Do we know this story?
I can't remember. You? No. What are we hammering together this time?
Okay, that was all. That was all. So what were you saying about events?
Yeah, well, in 4U, there was an event for Yayan Kutku, who was like the Yaku, but is like slightly different. And there was a Kutku event where they wanted you to fight the smallest Kutku that they could set up, and he came up to roughly your waist. You could still mount it. It looked ridiculous. It was absolutely adorable.
So you're only missing the waistcoat.
For the Jaguars?
For the Kulu.
Oh, for the Kulu.
I mean, you're missing it for the Jaguars, too. I don't know why you didn't get all of these.
I don't know. I don't have any reason to really have all of these, but I'll put them together anyway, just because.
I don't know. I just like having all of them.
I don't know. Like, usually I will too, but we're still in low rank, man. It really doesn't matter.
Also, you didn't have the money for it most of this time, so you just didn't.
Why does it say I have... Oh, I have one in the box and it takes 2. Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at it, I'm like, why does it say that I can't make this?
You just haven't been grinding money against them forever.
Yeah. Oh, and there's the Vespoid, by the way. I finally got it showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's basically...
You can afford some of the ingot, probably not all of them.
Oh, I don't like the ingot, though. The ingot looks so dumb.
The waistcoat looks kind of nice.
The waistcoat looks nice, but that's about the only part of it that I think looks nice.
Like, you could make that fit with a bunch of things. Just, it's...
Probably.
It looks nice. It's an all-purpose thing.
The torso is okay, too, but I absolutely hate the head on the ingot.
If it didn't have those spikes, or if it were
If it didn't have the spikes,
different.
I'd be okay with it, but everything else on it, man.
Yeah.
I like how I'm kind of peak Batman for this. Like, this is Monster Hunter Batman here.
When does Batman wear a trench coat?
I don't know.
I mean, he is a detective. But normally not like that.
Yeah. There we go.
That's actually pretty rad.
That is peak Bloodborne. Oh, God. Yeah. I do like the Odogaron stuff looks super nice.
Yeah.
I'm really sad that I've only got the 2 pieces and it's going to take me forever to get the rest of them. So I guess we're done. You want to be done?
Yeah, this is a good time to conclude. And then next time you can actually do some plot stuff, maybe. Or help your friends, whichever.
I'll probably help my friends. I don't know if it's going to be tonight or if we're probably going to do it tomorrow or something like that, but I assume that I'm going to wind up doing another online session at some point coming up here.
Probably. He will eventually slow down a little, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, sorry that I am just going all in, but I will slow down eventually. I'm getting the Batman hood.
You just want to be Batman?
No, I checked the skills and it's got something that's literally just good luck. It's good chance of increased quest rewards. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's nice.
Unfortunately, it's a headpiece, which is where I put all of my armor spheres on the current armor that I'm wearing. So, like, I don't know how that's gonna work out. I want to be this juggernaut someday too. Okay. Yeah. So I got nothing else. Do you have anything else you want to say, real quick?
I'm sorry that my rambling has been so bad.
Oh, it's fine.
I'm a bit sleepy.
Yeah, you're sleepy, and this is like the 8th day in a row we've done this. I don't think it's actually the 8th day in a row. I think it's the 6th, but it's still like, we've done a lot of streams lately. If anything, I should be apologizing.
Yeah. Oh, another final thought.
Yeah.
The first Inuyasha movie's kind of boring.
Yeah. Okay, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Give me a second, because I still gotta get up and turn it off.
Okay.